and welcome back to the Blue Honor vlog. I'm Kay Williams, author of Blue Honor, for which this vlog and my blog are named. Op-dec Operation Deceit, a World War II spy thriller, and the Trilokia trilogy, a dark fantasy series that explores mythology across multiple belief systems and cultures. Welcome back. So this month, July, we are continuing the look back because as you may know, frequenting my blog, you've probably seen the open book blog hop posts that I make every Monday. They come in, and if you're subscribed, they'll arrive in your email box on Friday by noon, I think it is. So that's been going on for a few years now, and I'm very proud to be part of that. I'm part of a cohort of other independent authors like myself, wonderful authors, and I highly encourage you to go check that out on the website and see what they have to say, especially if you're interested in writing. A lot of it is behind the scenes questions and stuff, which you'll get a taste of here on my YouTubes, because I'm looking back and going over those questions just for a rehash, just to see, am I in the same mindset and stuff, and how people grow and stuff through the years, because we grow and we change. Some things don't change, like the question for Open Book Blog Hop 80, which was, let me check here, February of 2017, so that's quite a while ago. And it asked, what is your favorite song and what is the background of that favorite song? So my favorite song of all time, so it's like not right now, because I will have like different favorite songs for right now, like the last 3 months or whatever, and then I'll discover something new that I really love listening to, and I'll just listen to that on repeat constantly. So I have a current playlist for my car, which I always listen to, which has my list of current bangers on it, and this one is like an all-time favorite, and from time to time it does end up on that car list, that current list of music, because I just want to hear it again, because I absolutely love this song. And you may or may not guess, I am Gen X. I was born in the 70s, and the movie that this song is from is a fantastic film. You know my film background. If you've been paying attention, I am a screenwriter, and it makes a lot of sense. Let's just say. So my favorite song is from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, and it's Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. I love the Bee Gees, band from Australia, brothers, and they had their early start in the 1960s, and that music is also really good, and I highly recommend doing that. If you can, go to YouTube, look them up, look for their earlier work. It is really nice stuff. What is Message in a Bottle, and Boston, is it Mining Town Accident, stuff like that. I'm sorry, I have so much stuff in my head. It's difficult, you know, to remember the titles of things, but I can hear them in my head, and I've definitely heard them before, and you can check my phone on me, they're in there. My dad got me a copy of their greatest hits from prior to them doing their disco era stuff. So I was a very little girl when that film came out. I could not see that film. There are very difficult topics covered in that film. It's not for little kids, right? Dancing aside, it was spoofed in my favorite comedy of all time, Airplane, which my brother used to joke was me and a friend during Girl Scouts, because I had won the cookie competition and she didn't think that was right. She wanted to be the winner. I didn't care, to be honest, but if it came to a knockdown, drag out fight in a bar, I probably would have won. I'm pretty brutal. Small but mighty. Anyway, not much has changed. Not much has changed. Let's see what I had to say here. I used to make my mom play this. She had it on vinyl, and I would pull that out and be like, can we listen to this? And she would put that soundtrack on. So it's my favorite soundtrack of all time as well. I am Gen X, okay? I would definitely, there it is, 1960s. And I did have linked, I've got to get a message to you. So there it is, it's a message in a bottle. I got to get a message to you. And absolutely incredible team of musicians here. And the video is great. You get to see Barry when he was younger. I know a lot of us from that stage will be interested in that. It's very cool. Haircut was not too bad. All buttoned up in a suit. Very nice. I absolutely loved 1st of May is another song. Let's not forget 1st of May. Wow. So much good stuff. So I'm looking at YouTube right now, and there's so much good stuff out there that you can go check that out. And oh, Tragedy. Remember Tragedy? Love Tragedy. So great stuff. That hasn't changed. I can promise you that hasn't changed. I don't expect it to change. I have very favorite songs through time, through my decades. And this will probably remain in the top one. Best soundtrack. It is pretty incredible, you know. As you know, disco was in full flux at that time, and it is just, I did get to later see the film. It is an excellent script, an excellent film, very hard-hitting on some of the topics. Just incredible film, you know. The bridge scene, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen that. So it's not just John Travolta pursuing his dance partner there. It's the young lady that was trying to get his attention and the things that go down with that. So let's leave it at that, right? Not to spoil anything for someone who hasn't seen it yet. Definitely go see that, please. It's a really good film. It is a really good film. Visually fun. Very fun. Made me more obsessed with New York City than I already am. As you know, I am a native New Yorker. Not the city, upstate. So I have gotten to visit enough, not enough, a few times. It's not enough. I love the city. Every time I go there, I'm like so happy to be visiting. Really just love everything that's like at your fingertips, and the architecture and the sights and stuff that you get to see. It's a lot of fun. And it's not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. People are very fearful, which I find interesting, and, you know, just know what you're doing, mind your own business, and don't get into things with people. Go to the spots you're going to. I can't wait to take my daughter and go see the Natural History Museum, perhaps the Met. I have yet to be able to just get to cut loose in Central Park, which is something that I've really wanted to do, is explore Central Park. I don't know what else we will do that day, if it would be a couple days or what, but me and my mom both, you know, Bronx Zoo, the Museum of Natural History. So there's a few things to do. It's expensive to stay in the hotels overnight, though. It really is. But not a bad idea. A lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. And of course, the Chinatown district and stuff, I love that. There was a restaurant there on Elizabeth Street that I really liked. It has since changed hands. I don't know if the food is the same. It was really good when I went there, and locals were eating there, so I felt pretty assured that the food was good. And I ordered the duck, which is one of my things. Like every time I go to New York and I get to see those ducks, I'm like, oh my God, I just want roast duck. It's one of my favorite meals, is roast duck. So, and essentially that's why that song is one of my favorite things, because it makes me think of the city and the 70s and, you know, the early 80s, that disco era, and having a good time and exploring. So it brings up all of those feelings and stuff. It has those attachments for me, and I think that's essentially why it's gonna remain one of my favorites. You know, he mentions the New York Times even in the lyrics, so it's definitely really connected. And I love that about the song. It's the nostalgia, it's culture, it has everything for me, I think, and that's why it really resonates for me anyway, even though I didn't see the movie until much later. You know, you would see previews of it. You would see the whole dancing thing. You know what I'm talking about, in the white suit. John Travolta out there doing his thing. And clips like that and stuff, nothing that was too serious for anyone to see, so you would get to see all of that stuff. So I've always had like a deep connection with it since it came out, through the soundtrack, through being in New York, through loving the city, through dance, because I used to take dance lessons when I was younger, through screenwriting and film love and all of that stuff. So I guess it really makes a lot of sense for me to be in love with that song. And nothing has changed on that. So thank you for listening. I know that this episode was a lot shorter, but it's summertime, so attention spans aren't quite as long. And I'm not going to talk about anything political in this episode other than stay strong, keep informed with the right sources. Make sure you check your sources. Checking your sources is always good. Take care of yourself, get lots of rest, drink your water, study something new, keep your brain moving, get something to distract yourself with, and keep fighting. Keep fighting. I can't tell you that you're going to be able to rest from that for a while. It's just where we're at. So keep up the good work. I see you out there. Hopefully you are on BlueSky with me. 23, almost 24 strong. Maybe by the time this released, I'll be at 24 or almost 25 strong, and that would be great. And I just opened up a Skylight account, so that will have videos like TikTok, but I believe it's easier to access, and it is tied to my BlueSky, so if you look at my videos and stuff, those two things feed each other. So BlueSky is like Twitter, and Skylight is like TikTok. It's developing. It's newer at the time that I'm taping this. It's newer. So, but I highly recommend it. I'm enjoying it. I haven't had any of my videos flagged. I haven't had... It is the worst thing on TikTok because you could say anything benign and they'll take it down. You could put up a bear emoji and they will take it down because they think it's about the bear conversation, regardless of it being about bears or not. What if I did video of Country Bear Jamboree and that I choose the country bears? So they have really throttled down on the left on that app, and I highly recommend that everybody move away from it. It's probably going to collapse on itself anyway. There's a lot of rumblings about class action suits because of that censorship and arbitrary enforcement of the rules and the favoring of right-wing propaganda and lies. and then punishing people who are sharing the truth or facing hate by canceling their accounts, banning their accounts and taking down their videos. And it's amazing. It is amazing, the authoritarian behavior of that app. So that's all I've got to say about that. Skylight and BlueSky is worth the move. Definitely worth the move. I think you will enjoy it. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. You can subscribe on my website as well for the newsletter to get the blog hop in your mailbox on Fridays. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notified about the releases. I do these videos monthly at this rate. I am raising my daughter, so it's a little bit harder to come up with videos to share and what to talk about. So that's why once per month. But there's a backlog of them. We're at over 100 now. So there's plenty to watch. I will see you back here next time, and thank you. Bye.